I am 81, and some mornings my hands lie curled on the blanket, like they belong to someone else, and my knees ache before I even sit up. But a slow 5-minute stretch I do before I leave my bed has eased those first hard minutes. Before we begin, if this honest words do you good, take a moment and subscribe. I ask for nothing more. Let me tell you what my mornings used to feel like, because I have a feeling you know it too. You wake and your fingers will not close around the cup. You reach for it, and your hand just will not do what you ask. Then you swing your feet down, and those first few steps to the kitchen, they protest. Every one of them. Your knees complain like an old gate that needs oiling. So you stand at the counter and wait. You wait for your body to catch up with the day. The tea is right there in front of you. And for a few minutes, you cannot even lift the kettle to fill it. I know that quiet little frustration. I lived it for a very long time. And for years, I told myself the same thing you may be telling yourself right now. This is just age. This is what old bones do. Nothing to be done but grit your teeth and get through the first hour. I truly believed it was something to be endured, like weather. You do not argue with the rain. You just wait for it to pass. But then something gentler came to me. A small door opened, and once I saw through it, my mornings were never quite so hard again. Here is what I began to understand. The stiffness you feel the moment you wake, the tight fingers, the sore knees. It is not really the years taking your strength. It is not your age at all, not in the way we fear. It is something much simpler. Something that happens to every one of us every single night while we sleep. And because it is simple, it can be answered, not with pills, not with a doctor's appointment, no floor, no strain, no equipment. Just 5 slow minutes, still warm under your blanket, before your feet ever touch the floor. I am not a doctor, and I will say that plainly more than once because it matters. This is my own life experience, shared the way a friend shares it over tea. But this one small thing I learned changed how my whole morning begins. So let me tell you what actually happens to your joints in the night, the real reason they feel locked when you wake. Because once you understand it, everything I do next will make perfect sense. The simple thing that happens while we sleep is stillness. Just that. Overnight we lie unmoving for hours, and the body takes us at our word. Here is what I slowly came to understand, sitting with this year after year. Inside a joint there is a kind of fluid that keeps everything slippery, so the parts glide instead of grind. When we lie still for a long time, that fluid settles and thickens, and the soft tissues around the joint, the ones that stretch and give all day, they grow tight when they rest too long. That is all. That is the whole quiet secret of a stiff morning. And oh, what a relief it was to understand that. Because it means the stiffness is not decay. It is not your body wearing out and giving up on you. It is not the years taking your strength. It is the stillness. And stillness, unlike the years, can be answered slowly, gently, with a little kind movement. So let me show you what I do. Still lying warm under my blanket, the covers still up to my chest. No floor, no strain, no equipment. I do not sit up. I do not push. I just begin. First, my hands. Some mornings they lie curled on the blanket like they belong to someone else. So I start there. I open my fingers wide as they will go, until I feel that gentle pull across the palm. Then I curl them softly into a loose fist. Not a tight grip, just a soft closing, open and close, slowly, 10 times. Letting the warmth come back into each finger, one breath at a time. Then I circle each wrist, gentle and unhurried, one way and then the other, like stirring something slowly. And somewhere in those small circles, my fingers begin to feel like mine again. They start to answer me, that first little victory, before my feet ever touch the floor. Now let me ask you at this quiet pause, how old are you, and do your mornings begin stiff like mine? Tell me in the comments. It helps me to know I am sitting with friends, not talking to an empty room. And if these gentle tips help you, subscribe so more people find them. That is all I ask. Now, my hands feel loose. My fingers can nearly hold a cup already. But the hands are only half the morning. The harder half is still waiting under the blanket, quiet and heavy. Because hands are light. They ask for very little. The knees and the ankles are different. They are the ones that must carry me down the hall to the kitchen, the ones that protest those first few steps. And you cannot wake a knee the way you wake a finger. It needs something slower, something a little different. So I stay right where I am, still in bed, and I turn my attention to my legs. I bend one leg slowly, sliding my heel toward me along the mattress, then straighten it out long again, never forcing, never past what feels kind. 10 slow times, and then the other leg does the same. You will feel the knee wake up under the blanket, a little warmth spreading where it was tight. That is all I ask of it. If a leg says no today, I let it rest and try again tomorrow. There is no hurry here. There is no floor, no strain, no equipment. Only me, still warm, still lying down. Then I go to the ankles, because they carry us too, and we forget them. I point my toes down, away from me, then draw them up toward my face. Down and up, slow and easy. The ankles wake, the calves loosen, and the whole leg starts to feel like it might hold me. And that is the whole thing. Hands, wrists, knees, ankles. It takes 5 minutes, and it costs nothing at all. No pill, no gadget, no appointment. Just 5 quiet minutes before the day begins. When I finally push back the blanket and stand, my knees carry me with less complaint. Those first steps to the kitchen, the ones that used to make me hold the door frame, come easier. And when I reach the counter, my hands can hold the kettle. They close around the handle. They lift it, such a small thing. But if your fingers have ever refused to grip a warm cup, you know it is not small at all. That is the little door that opened for me. Not the years taking my strength back. The stillness answered gently, with movement. Now I want to be honest with you, the way a friend should. This does not cure anything. It does not replace what your doctor gives you. I am not a doctor, and I cannot see you sitting there. This is only my own life experience shared warmly across the table. So please, hear me on this. If your stiffness lingers day after day, if a joint swells, or if something truly hurts and will not settle, have it checked by someone who can look at you properly. And never change your medication on your own. Not because of anything I say, not because of anything you read. Your doctor knows what I cannot. What I have learned in my long life is quiet and simple. Small, kind habits do far more than we ever expect them to. Movement is what our joints are asking for. Not a lot, not all at once. Just a little, gently. Every single day. So here's the one thing I hope you carry with you. Tomorrow morning, before your feet touch the floor, open and close your hands 10 slow times. That is all. Nothing more is needed at the start. Begin small. Be gentle with yourself. Let the morning come to you instead of fighting it. And if today it eases even one stiff finger, that is enough for one day. That is my wish for you, a healthy, dignified, independent life, one calm morning at a time.